it'll be well with us. How you feeling, brothers and sisters over here? So just hold on 1 second while I address them. We are here today to give you a lesson called "The Punishment Came from Sweet Jesus." So this is not real long, but I like to do a little lot of talking and break things down for you. So we're gonna have right now the reading of the law. So you can put up, brother, in the back room, the station manager, you put up Exodus 20:1 through 17. Go ahead, brother, when you get it.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
All right, now go to the next one. Exodus 12, 13, and 14, brother. When you read it, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12, 13, and 14. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Revelations 22, verses 14 and 15, brother. When you get it, go ahead.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
So, brothers and sisters, those were the reading of the God's commandments, and they are not the Jews' commandments. Abraham did his commandments. When Joseph, when he was in Egypt, he kept his commandments. And the commandments, they'll tell you all through in Paul's mouth saying they are ordained to life, brothers and sisters. So you need to pay attention to this because your salvation is on the line. I hope I got your attention and told you that the lake of fire is a serious place and it's going to come soon near you. And if you read in the Bible, it says there's a great gulf between when they was watching Abraham and talking to Lazarus in that fire. But that's a reality. It's coming. And it's hotter than the sun. So it can't be here now. Satan can't be barbecuing nobody. But we're going to deal with this lesson because I get a lot of people, especially with this news side that I'm on TikTok, that don't know who the true and living God is, that he looked like a certain people when he came on. But I'm going to make it plain to you today. You can try to wiggle out of it, but you can't wiggle out of it because the scriptures ain't going to lie. And the title of this lesson is The Punishment Came from Sweet Jesus. And I made a thumbnail to go with what I'm saying because I'm looking at all the people that say wait a minute, them black people are not Hebrew Israelites. They can't be. They just trying to join in on somebody's bandwagon. I've been hearing that all since I've been over here, brothers and sisters. But guess what? If a Chinese man say he was black, you wouldn't check him out because you can look and see. If a Russian say that he was black, you're not going to check him out. You're going to dismiss him as crazy. But you don't dismiss when a black person say he's an Hebrew Israelite. So you actually confirm that he's one because you arguing with him about it. And it's even worse than that. The black people have no other identity nowhere. The only people on the planet out of 18 different groups and nations that the Lord made, one of them have no memory, no knowledge of themselves, and they're satisfied with this. So they're into slavery for their behavior. So guess what? I am going to show you who put you there. I'm also going to show you why he took you there. And I'm going to bring your pedigree out so you can see. But the people that's around watching, this is not a identifying thing. It's just so that you'll know. Because the same people that he put over in slavery is the same people that he said that you got to get salvation through. So if you take this, if you don't want to hear it, turn it off right now. I invite you to run, please, because I'm going to bring the truth out, brothers and sisters, okay? So we need to tell you who this pedigree is of this guy. So try to stick with me on this side, brothers and sisters over here. While I do it, I'll slow it down, but so you can hear the reader. I won't interrupt him so you can hear these verses and I call them back out to you. We're going to start this out in Matthew 21, brothers and sisters. Matthew 21, verses 33 through 41. When you get there, brother, go ahead.
All right, brother. Matthew 21, verse 33 to 41.
Yep.
Hear another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard and hedged it around about, and digged a winepress in it, and built a tower, and let it out to husbandmen, and went into a far country. And when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the husbandmen that they might receive the fruits of it.
Brothers and sisters, I just said, hear another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard and hedged it out round about and digged a wine press in it. He built a tower and he let it out to other husbandmen. This is red writing, brothers and sisters. This is Jesus. He said, when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the husbandmen that he might receive the fruits thereof. Because he's telling you, I came in the world by my Father. He sent me out and he planted and hedged. The hedges will know that those are angels that's around it. He did this for the people that's over here in slavery down there. This is a story about them. Verse 35, and go ahead.
And the husbandman took his servants and beat one and killed another and stoned another. Again, he sent other servants more than the first, and they did unto them likewise.
So he said the husbandman took his servants, they beat one, and they killed another and stoned another. And he sent the other servants to him more like he did before. And what people would do this to somebody sent to help them? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, even John the Baptist. So listen what he said in verse 36. He said again, he did him likewise. We at 37?
We on 37.
37. Listen to this, brothers and sisters.
But last of all, he sent unto them his son, saying, they will reverence my son. But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said among themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us seize on his inheritance.
Brothers and sisters, I got to read that again to you because I want you to hear this. So the father sent the son down and he said, but at last of all, he sent unto him his son. They will reverence my son. This is the father in heaven talking about the son that sent. But look at what the people said that he went to. But when the husbandman saw the son, They said amongst themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him and let us seize on his inheritance. You know what his inheritance is? Episcopalian, Catholic, Muslimism, all these other different religions. Those are the inheritance that these husbandmen, because these are preachers that took the son's inheritance. Because none of the stuff that you read is in the Bible, brothers and sisters. And listen to what they did to him. 39. Go ahead.
And they caught him and cast him out of the vineyard and slew him. When the Lord thereof of the vineyard cometh, what will he do unto those husbandmen?
It said when they caught him, they cast him out and slew them. And they said, when the Lord therefore the vineyard, when he cometh, because he got to come back, we right on that time. If you just not starting to hear us talk like this, that means I believe that the Lord has commissioned you. Not like those ones say, the Lord told me to tell you to go in your pocket and give you something. No, we trying to give you the words of eternal life. It say, when he cometh, what will he do unto them husbandmen? 41, go ahead.
They say unto him, he will miserably destroy those wicked men, and will let out his vineyard unto other husbandmen, which shall render him the fruits in their seasons.
So he said he's going to lend his vineyard out. He's going to lend his vineyard out, his church. He's going to give them up. And they say when he come back, what would he do to them? He will miserably destroy those wicked men and will let out his vineyard to other husbandmen, which shall render the fruits of their season. That means that all these churches that's standing before you, that's telling you, you got to have the Holy Ghost. You got to call on a certain name other than the name that you see in this Bible. He said he's going to destroy them miserably when he come back. You wait on a return just for your pleasure. Go read Amos 5, verses 18 through 21. If you think you want Jesus to return. That's why I titled this, The Punishment Came from Sweet Jesus. They gave you a dumbed down virgin. So let's see who thought he was talking about them. Because it's church people. Verse 45, brother, and read it.
And when the chief priests and Pharisees had heard his parables, they perceived that he spake of them.
The chief priests and the parables, and the chief priests and the Pharisees heard his parables, they perceived he spoke about them, and they were 100% right. Jesus didn't come there and talk to the prostitutes. He didn't come and bother gangbangers and killers. He was always checking the prostitutes. I mean, the church people, and they prostitutes too, if they go into different religion other than Jesus. So we're going to go over to Isaiah so we can identify this vineyard for you, brothers and sisters, because we want to make full proof. And they always telling us we're going out of context. You're taking this. That didn't mean this. But the word speaking for itself. And you're going to know without a doubt this is what he's talking about. Because the same Isaiah said, go here a little and there a little. I'm going to talk about things over here, and he's going to pick up the story over here. Isaiah 5, I want to identify who this vineyard that he's talking about. And we're going to stick on the story so I can get to who whooping who. Isaiah 5, start at verse 1, brother. When you get there, go ahead.
Now will I sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well-beloved have a vineyard in a very fruitful hill. And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof and planted it with the choicest vines and built a tower in the midst of it and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes.
So, brothers and sisters, we talking about the same vineyard that he lent out to those husbandmen. We know that was red writing. So this is Jesus talking to these people, right? Follow along with this story. He said he fenced it out and he planted the choicest vine. That means he put you in a spot when he took you over in Israel, brothers and sisters. He said he put a tower in it. That was that temple that Sodom and them built. And he said he thought it would bring forth good fruit, but you brought back wild grapes. So listen at this. Go ahead, verse 3.
And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes.
So the Lord said Oh, now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem. You see them signs that be on the corner that says Judah on the top is the African American. Yeah, they write about that. But it could be three different tribes, but they write about that. But look what he said. And now, O inhabitants of Judah, men of Judah, them sign on there. What am I going to do to you, my vineyard? And then he asked him a question first. He said, what could I have done more to my vineyard that I have not done? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, it brought out by wild grapes. You know what those wild grapes look like in your time? On the corner, panes hanging down, carjackings, wise to do evil, but you do good. They have no knowledge. They find out every technology. I saw today what some brothers had learned how to take some type of antenna and put it on somebody's garage and make their car start up and steal it. That is these people, brothers and sisters. You can't make this up. Why to do evil, but to do good, we have no knowledge. You brought forth wild grapes. So read verse 5 and listen what he's going to do to you for this. Verse 5.
And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard, and will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down. And I will lay it waste, it shall not be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it.
He said that he is going to take away all the hedge. That means I'm not going to have no angel protecting you. They're going to come to your neighborhoods where you at, Israel, and beat you down. Everybody going to eat you up. He said, I'm going to lay it to waste. He said, I'm doing it, not a white man. I'm going to lay it to waste. I'm going to command it that the crowds don't rain on it. You know why? Because if a crowd don't rain on it, it can't grow. Look at your businesses. You have none. He's telling you this. And when I tell you who it is, you're going to say, no, that's not us. That's not us. Yeah, it's you. And you just don't want to hear it. So I suggest you click off now because it's going to get worse. And he's going to identify you right now. Verse 7. Go ahead.
For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the man of Judah his pleasant plant, and he looked for judgment, but behold, oppression, for righteousness, but behold, a cry.
Brothers and sisters, he said, for the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, the men of Judah. He said his pleasant plan. He looked for judgment. That means he looked for you to reverence his son. But he said all you wanted was oppression and to cry. Because them cries coming out, your sons and daughters being killed on the streets like dogs. That's him doing it. He said, I'm going to lay you to waste. Behold the cry. So this same vineyard that we in, we're going to pick up because Jeremiah knew about it too. See, Jesus spoke through the mouth of these prophets. Jesus was around. He said, I come in the volume of the book. He was here from Genesis to Revelation, brothers and sisters. And I'm going to show it to you. He spoke through the mouth of these prophets. Jeremiah 12. I want to pick up that vineyard. And remember, in Matthew 21, we got that same vineyard. He's telling you how he planted this group of people. And look at their end now. Look at us around here. And so you're not going to be, I don't care how much Sunday and Holy Ghost and how good you feel when you go in there with that pastor. But this truth right here going to cut you. If I was you, I would get out of here. Verse 7. Go ahead.
I have forsaken mine house. I have left mine heritage. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies. My heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest. It crieth out against me. Therefore have I hated it.
Now, all the people that are Israelites that go to Sunday church, Christian apologetics, running around here denying the faith, and they screaming Jesus. Oh my God, how I love Jesus. He said, my sheep hear my voice. You can't hear it because that same man you say that love everybody, he said, my heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest. It cried out against me, therefore have I hated it. Who do you think he's talking to, brothers and sisters? Look at the condition. Remember, you the same people that you don't know it that said, give us Barabbas, a murderer and a thief. So listen to what he said about that speckled bird. Verse 9. Go ahead.
Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard. They have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness.
So listen to what he said, brothers and sisters. He said, my heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds were about her, around about her, against her. Come assemble all ye beasts of the field, come to devour. And he said, many pastors have destroyed my vineyards. They have trodden down the portion underfoot, and they have made my portion a desolate wilderness. He made you vain. And I want y'all to take particularly clear to this, because Jesus is a Jew. And Jesus know that they go study in synagogues and have rabbis. What people got pastors that they love all the time that don't notice that's them? Many pastors. He didn't say many rabbis. Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard because you go in there on the wrong day. You love going in there on Sunday. He said those pastors, not the synagogue, not the people that call themselves rabbis, you in the church. They have made you desolate. Read verse 11.
They have made it desolate, and being desolate, it mourneth unto me. The whole land is made desolate, because no man layeth it to heart.
Y'all do not lay it to heart that you are these people that we're talking about, but we're going to make it plain. We're going to break this Bible down, and I'm in Jeremiah 12, 7 through 10 right now, and we got one more verse to read here, because I want to speed it up a little bit. Verse 12.
The spoilers are come upon all high places through the wilderness. For the sword of the Lord shall devour from the one end of the land, even to the other end of the land. No flesh shall have peace.
So the Lord said he going to devour from one end of the earth to another. This don't sound like the Jesus that everybody painted. That's why I put that picture on there. Sweet Jesus. The punishment came from sweet Jesus, brothers and sisters. He said, the Lord shall devour from one end of the land, even to the other end, and no flesh shall have peace. Are y'all looking at the news? Do you understand that this is this guy doing this? So let's go and let you hear this, because they always talk about this love song, but he is talking about the vineyard. We're going to go to Songs of Solomon. And I want y'all to hear this. Do you think Solomon is talking about them women of his? You got to go here and there. I'm going to point it out to you so you can see it, because this guy is very brilliant on how he put this together, because he let us see it. Songs of Solomon, we're going to read verse 4, and we're going to come back here for a reason. I want to show you each time who this is talking. Songs of Solomon, verse 4. Go ahead.
Draw me, we will run after thee. The king hath brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee.
So this is the Father sending the Son. He said, draw me, we will run after thee. The king has brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and we will rejoice and remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. Yeah, the upright love him, because we the one who's walking in his laws, statutes, and commandments. We know the reward that he got when he come quickly is going to be a good reward for us. But Amos 5:18, you better say it's going to be a dark day. It's going to be scary for me now thinking about it. That's why at your displeasure with us, I still preach this word, because it's out here. He said, draw me. So I want to show you what it's talking. Draw me. That means like the burning bush. Something got to tell you how to do it. So let's go over to real quick to St. John 6. St. John 6, and hold your marker, because we're going to come back there. Remember, he said, draw me. Draw me. St. John 6. And verse 43. When you get there, go ahead, brother.
Jesus therefore answered and said unto them, murmur not among yourselves. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day.
So you hear that, brothers and sisters? Over there it says that the Father that sent me, he said, draw me, we will run together. Now Jesus said the Father that sent him, and you can't come to him unless the Father sent me that draw me. So that lets you know I'm not taking nothing out of context. He's telling you that because it's clear. He said he's going to raise you up at the last day. And so verse 45 to make the proof that that's him back there. Go ahead.
It is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of God. Every man therefore have heard and have learned of the Father cometh unto me.
So that was Jesus right there in Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4, where he said, draw me, we will run after the king. He just told you it was written in the prophets. And that's how you have to read the book, brothers and sisters, so we can know who this guy said that said draw you. So we coming down from when we got this vineyard, right? This big old vineyard. And when you was over in Egypt, he had you and he got you out of there. Just the way our conditions look in every African-American, Jamaican, or wherever you may find yourself on the continent of Africa, those places that his chosen people are, look like this. It's almost look like it was when he was getting you out. We're going to go over to Ezekiel 16 so I can further out before we go back to that Songs of Solomon 1. I want to show you something first. Because we want to make proof that we know that was him that said, draw me, because he said the Father can't come to you unless the Father that sent me draw you. So the Father is up in heaven looking at you and he choosing you. And then that's the only way you find Jesus, because Jesus tell you, you didn't choose me, I chose you, because the Father drawed you to him. The Father say, oh, that's an acceptable person. He got righteousness in him. He want to keep my laws and commandments. Open his mind up and let him understand my word. Ezekiel 16, we're going to start at verse 2. Ezekiel 16, verse 2. Go ahead, brother.
Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abominations, and say, thus saith the Lord God unto Jerusalem, thy birth and thy nativity is of the land of Canaan. Thy father was an Amorite, and thy mother an Hittite.
So he's telling you, brothers and sisters, that even for you all that don't know, that think that your heritage started in Mississippi or two continents, Africa and America, with about 1,000 different countries on it. You don't know who you is, but you won't listen to me tell you. So I'm going to tell you again, the Lord is telling you, he said, your nativity started here. He going to show you this. Verse 3, go ahead. Verse 4.
And as for thy nativity, in the day thou was born, thy navel was not cut, neither was thou washed in water to supple thee. Thou was not salted at all, nor swaddled at all. None I pitted thee to do any of these unto thee, to have compassion upon thee. But thou was cast out in the open field to the loathing of thy person in the day that thou was born.
You all was in Egypt serving a servitude, and you watch all those movies. Don't know this, you watch all those movies. They got Charlton Heston in the movie playing, but they got all black people on the walls. You looking at it. It's only one group of people that ever a whole nation came by ships, and they say, oh, this is not me. You don't want to know that this is you. He said, none I pitied you. He said to have compassion upon thee. You was cast out into an open field. And listen what he said that he did for you. Verse 6, go ahead.
And when I passed by thee and saw thee polluted in thine own blood, I said unto thee when thou wast in thy blood, live. Yeah, I said unto thee when thou was in thy blood, live. I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased in waxen great, and thou art come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, and thy hair is grown, whereas thou was naked and bare.
The Lord is telling you, and he using a parable at all times when he's dealing with the children of Israel. He compares you to a comely woman, brothers and sisters, the daughters of Zion. This is what he called you to, and nobody knows that besides you when he wake you up and tell you. And he's telling you, you were in your blood. This is Jesus talking right here. The Father is talking through Jesus to you. Verse 8, listen to what he said.
Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was in the time of love, and I spread my skirt over thee and covered thy nakedness. Yeah, I swear unto thee, and enter into a covenant with thee, saith the Lord God, and thou becamest mine. Then washed I thee with water. Yeah, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee, and I anointed thee with oil.
So the Lord is telling you how he cleaned you up like a woman. He put his skirt over you. He said he washed you up. That means he protected you with everything because he got a marriage. That's what a covenant is. He's married to these people. And the whole world don't know that he's still married to these people. He divorced the 9 tribes, never the ones that's over here in Africa, America. Okay, brothers and sisters? Look at some more stuff he did with his people. I just want you to know this is God. He's telling you how he brought you all the way up. And then we're going to go back to the Songs of Solomon. Go ahead. The next verse.
Verse 10. I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shod thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen, and I covered thee with silk. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy hands, and a chain on thy neck.
Brothers and sisters, what group of people that have herringbones on their kids got diamond earrings and all that stuff? You don't know that was you at that mountain? What people like to dance the way those folks was dancing at that mountain? And what people, every time they get their link card, they have a barbecue and all the money is gone in one time. Because when you get that money, you act a fool, Israel. This is what this is telling you. This is why we're in this condition. He said, I put a gold chain on your neck. And what else did he do?
Verse 12. And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thine head. Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk, embroidered work. Thou didst eat fine flour and honey and oil, and thou wast exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom.
So what he's telling you here, brothers and sisters, he said, I put a jewel on thy forehead, earrings in thy ear, and a beautiful crown upon your head. He made us the top people on the planet. He says you was decked out with gold. You started eating all this good food, and everybody said you was exceedingly beautiful. But I want you to pay real attention to this verse, because this is saying God was saying what he did to you. Listen to what verse 14 said. Go ahead.
And thy renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, saith the Lord God.
And so the Lord God, right here, he said, and thy renown went forth among the heathen, which means nations. Not what Fred Sanford and Esther be saying. It says, that renown went forth among the nations for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness, which I had put upon thee, said the Lord God. So that word comely means beautiful. And I'm telling you, you are black and beautiful. And he said, when I washed you up and cleaned you up, you was in your blood. And you look like me, brothers and sisters. So I want to go back to Songs of Solomon and let you hear him say it. Because it's in this Bible, God ain't never said he put the sum of the comeliness on nobody besides one group of people. And we're going to let you see it. Remember, he said, your renown went forth among the heathen for thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness. So this person here got to be comely. And he said, I put the same comeliness on me that I put on you. The same people that he's dealing this same vineyard with. Songs of Solomon. Pick it up at verse 5, brother. Go ahead.
I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Hold on. He said, I am black, but comely. I am black but comely. And I put that on you, the same people that was in their blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I washed them off. I put gold chains on them. Remember, you're the only person that wear gold chains. But this guy right here, we know verse 4, he said, draw me. That was Jesus talking. So Jesus is the same black guy that says, I am comely in black, and I put it on you. What does he say? Oh, ye daughters of Jerusalem. Remember how I told you how he likened you to a woman? He said, I am black. That's not a metaphor. But comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar. Look up what tents of Kedar is. It'll show you these tents, and they jet black. Brothers and sisters, listen to what else Jesus said in verse 6. Go ahead.
Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept.
It said, look not upon me because I'm black, brothers and sisters. This is Jesus talking here. He said, look not upon me because I am black, because the sun hath called upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard is not kept. So if this person, he got more than one vineyard, he got the whole earth. So his people, he had to get rid of them because they judged him wrong. When he came to his people rejected him. And you all don't want to believe that's Jesus, but I'm going to show it to you. Just sit with me. Let's go to our next chapter so we can say it. We talk about this vineyard. There's a vineyard that's in African American society. There's a vineyard that's in Jamaica. There's a vineyard in the West Indies. There's a vineyard that look like this guy, black and comely, in every place on the planet, brothers and sisters. And they're the main people that cry about all this stuff, not knowing what they did to Jesus. Let's go to Psalms real quick and make this even more clear. Psalm 69. When you get there, read verse 1, brother.
Save me, O God, for the waters are come in unto my soul. I sink in deep mire, where there is no standing, and I am come into deep waters, where the floods overflow me.
So, brothers and sisters, he said, save me, O God, for the waters are coming to my soul. His soul is his body. That means he just crying. He study crying. Mm-hmm. So drop down to verse 4. Read verse 4.
Mm-hmm. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of mine head, that they would destroy me, being mine enemies wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away.
The Lord said, they that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. I be hearing Jesus ain't got no feet. He a spirit being. He ain't got nobody. He's saying they hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. They would destroy me, being my enemies wrongfully. Then they are mighty, and I restore which I took not away. Jesus didn't call death. Adam took life away from everybody, and Jesus said, I restored it. He wants you to know who this is talking about. Drop down to verse 6. Go ahead.
Let not them that wait on thee, O Lord God of hosts, be ashamed for my sake. Let not those that seek thee be confounded for my sake, O God of Israel, because for thy sake I have borne reproach. Shame hath covered my face.
He said, let not them be confounded for his sake, O God of Israel. That's the Son talking to the Father, to the mouth of David, brothers and sisters. It said, because for thy sake, he telling his Father, I have become a reproach, and shame have covered my face. And you remember over there what he said about he black and his mother children was angry with me, right? Mm-hmm. Verse 8, listen to this. Go ahead.
I am become a stranger unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children. For the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me.
That same thing he said, I become a stranger unto my brethren and an alien unto my mother's children. That black guy said this. He said, for the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me. He said, all your pain that you got is falling upon me. So I got two ways I'm gonna show you who this is talking. And remember, we're dealing with the guy that said he was black and that his mother's children were angry with me. Then he said that I become a stranger to my mother's children. That means you don't even recognize them. His people like to see a guy that's sitting up on a wall. He said, don't draw no images, but his people love churches. You love those statues. You love those pictures with the birds on the wall of them, brothers and sisters. Drop down to verse 19 so I can make you see who this is talking. Because David is the author of this, but Jesus is speaking through his mouth. Go ahead, verse 19.
Thou hast known my reproach and my shame and my dishonor. Mine adversaries are all before thee. Reproach have broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. I looked for some to take pity, but there was none, and for comforters, but I found none.
Listen to this. He said, so he looked for somebody to have pity on him when he was on the cross, and he got none, brothers and sisters. Nobody was there to comfort him in his trouble. Let's make sure that this is Jesus talking. 21.
They gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink.
So, brothers and sisters, you know David didn't ever get gall, which is bowel matter, and they know he didn't give him no vinegar to drink, brothers and sisters. And we in Psalms, and this is Jesus talking. He said, I'm a black man, and I'm comely. And he told you up here, he said, for the zeal of thine house in verse 9 has eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me. This is Christ saying that. So how you go and tell that to make sure it's Christ? Because I know a lot of them saying, he don't know what he's talking about. That ain't no Jesus. That's the Old Testament. Well, I'm going to let y'all favorite boy tell you, Paul. Go over to the next verse. It should be Romans 15. So he said, the reproaches of them that reproached me fell on thee. Talking to the Father. Father, I came down here and did this for these people, and now they hating you, and it fell on me. So listen to what he said, how Paul said this. This is really clear if you can hear it. If somebody teach you how to read the Bible instead of telling you we taking it out of context, but you can't beat this. Verse 1, go ahead.
We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification.
So brothers and sisters, Paul is telling you that if you're strong in the faith, like I have gotten a little better in the faith, so I can bear infirmities for the people who don't know no better. They're going on the wrong day, and they said this is an example set by Christ, who said this. Verse 3, go ahead.
For even Christ pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproached thee fell on me.
Didn't you just hear what he said? He said, for Christ pleased not himself. He came to his own people, and they mad at the Father, and they reproached him. And Christ said it back over there in Psalms. The reproaches of them that reproached thee, Father, fell on me. This is how you know this is Christ, brothers and sisters. If you just joined us, we are pointed out to let you know who Jesus is. He's the same guy that said he's black, the same guy that said, draw me in the verse above, the same guy who you said, let me steal his inheritance, brothers and sisters. So now I want to get into, you seen that he's black. That is not the point here. The point is we need to get you to walk in his law so that you can have salvation. So then you can stop saying, oh, those black guys didn't want to talk about, they taking somebody's inheritance. Yes, we know what we're talking about. Where we going next? Let's go to Psalms 80, because he said he bought this vine. He got these people out of Egypt. Remember that? He planted them in a field, and he said these was his pleasant plants. Well, let me show you a little bit further what he said, because he angry. Remember, he said when he come back, what he gonna do to this plant? Psalms 80. Follow along with me, brothers and sisters. Psalms 80. When you get it, read it, start at verse 7.
Turn us again, O God of hosts, and cause thy face to shine, and we shall be saved. Thou hast brought a vine out of Egypt. Thou hast cast out the heathen and planted it.
Brothers and sisters, then he said that he put those people out. You know the story, Israel. He said, turn again, O God of hosts, and cause thy face to shine, and we shall be saved. Shall be saved. You're not saved now. Thou hast brought a vine out of Egypt. Thou hast cast out the heathen and planted it. Remember, he said that Israel is his pleasant plant, his vineyard. The Lord of hosts' vineyard is Israel. He brought you out of Egypt, brothers and sisters. Now listen to what he said. Go ahead. Verse 9.
Thou preparest room before it, and didst cause it to take deep root, and it filled the land. The hills were covered with the shadow of it, and the boughs thereof were like the goodly cedars.
He's saying that when you got in that place, he said the land was filled with you when you bought out of Egypt. Remember, he was giving you them gold chains. He had took them from the Egyptians and gave them and put them on you. He robbed them and put them on you. We had the God of the Bible so near to us. Why do you cry when something happened to us here? Because you had the God of fathers and we behaving just like our fathers do. So this title is The Punishment Comes from Sweet Jesus. He said that he prepared it went out. You on verse 9?
No, we did that already. We on 11.
11. Read 11.
She went out of her out her boughs into the sea, and her branches unto the river. Why hast thou then broken down her hedges, so that all they which pass by the way do pluck her?
He's telling you, he said, wherever you go, he removed the hedges, which are the angels. We got other lessons to show you that. He said, I moved them out of the way, and everybody that passed them by plucked them. Have you ever heard of sundown towns, brothers and sisters? This is what he's talking about. Everywhere you go, somebody is going to pluck you. Here in Chicago, we can't go across certain tracks. I live right across from a track, and it's a whole nother nationality who, by the way, they say who Hebrew Israelites is. If they was the Mexicans were Hebrew Israelites, why then is ICE not taking you? Because they won't know where to take you at. Because if they're the same nation, you should be on the same triple ICE running from ICE too, brothers and sisters. I just hope you think about that. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 13. And bore out of the wood doth waste it, and the wild beasts of the field doth devour it. Return, we beseech you, O God of hosts, look down from heaven, and behold, and visit this vine.
Brothers and sisters, he said that he wants you to return. Beseech means to beg you. We beg and plead with you, O God of hosts, look down from heaven and visit this vine. Who is the prayingest people in the world? When your kids go outside, you praying. When the kids are getting stopped by the police, you telling them how to act. This is that vine. Please visit it. This same vineyard that you trying to get them so much, you got a church on every corner, and I'm going to show that to you too. This can't be nobody but you being punished because your disobedience. Verse 15, go ahead.
In the vineyard which thy right hand have planted, and the branch that thou madest strong for thyself, it is burned with fire, it is cut down, they perish at the rebuke of thy countenance.
And the vineyard which thy right hand hath planted, and the branch that have made strong for himself, he made us strong for his pleasure, not our pleasure. He said it's burned with fire, it is cut down, they perish at the rebuke of thy countenance. Brothers and sisters, this is unbelievable. This is Jesus. This is sweet Jesus that's doing this punishment to you. We're going to further make it known. You're not going to be able to wiggle out of this one. I know people on this side, they know this already, but I'm praying that somebody would listen to this and say, wait a minute, I'm going to join that men of God. I'm going to come to the Israel of God. We put all the stuff out there for you to see it. And anybody telling you that you don't have to keep God's laws, is speaking nonsense to you, and they're trying to get you cut off because you didn't know this stuff right here, brothers and sisters. Jeremiah 2. Let's go to Jeremiah 2. Jeremiah 2, and let's make full further proof of this so you can show these people. Your pedigree is going to be online today, brothers and sisters. Verse 4. Go ahead.
Hear ye the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob. in all the families of the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, what iniquity have your fathers found in me, that they are gone far from me, and have walked after vanity, and are become vain?
He said, hear the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the children of Israel. That's all in these ghetto neighborhoods all across the world. And by the way, if you put ghetto and ask the dictionary what it'll tell you it's a Jew. This has always been you. It said, hear the word of the Lord, O brothers and sisters. It said, what iniquities have y'all father found in me? Who do God ever plead with like he pleaded with this people? He said, people that's over on those ships, what iniquity have your fathers found in me? That sounds that's unbelievable. He said that you gone far from me and you become vain. You're going to church on Sunday and you're doing it for nothing. I stood up to read on a Sabbath day. What are you doing going on Sunday? And this is what you don't ask. Verse 6, go ahead.
Neither said they, where is the Lord that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, through the land of deserts and of pits, through the land of drought and of shadow of death, through the land that no man passed through, and where no man dwelt. And I brought you into a plentiful country to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land and made mine heritage an abomination.
He said, you don't even ask for him where he's at. Neither do they say, where's the Lord that brought us out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness? You know how you don't say it? Because you won't believe it's you. It's only one people that was packed by sardines that got to their destination. Ask your father, how did they get here? Ask your grandmother, how did they get here? Look at the ships. Look at the movies 12 Years a Slave. They're not using actors that look like somebody else. He only did that to one group of people. And you don't say this because the same brothers that deny him say, you better know Hebrew. You got to know Hamashiach. You got to know Yahawashai and all those other beautiful names. 60 names and ain't none of them in this book. Then they say, you got to know Paleo Hebrew. You go that way, you're not looking for him. He said, neither you look for me. Even the ones that know who he is still want his inheritance, brothers and sisters. He said, I bought you out of the pits out of Egypt and brought you into a plenty country, a plentiful place, brothers and sisters. He fed you. Remember in Ezekiel, he said, I put them chains on you. He gonna remind you what he did. 20, verse 20, and read it.
For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands. And thou saidest, I will not transgress, when upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest, playing the harlot. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
The Lord said, I don't even know y'all people. I don't even recognize you. And that's the reason why you get treated the way you get treated all the way. Because the thing he said, I brought you into a noble place. And you said, I'm going to do right, Lord. Jesus. I'm going to do so good. I love you so much, Lord. But you wandered on every green tree praying a harlot. You came on the same ship, but you are in every other religion besides your own. Baptists. That ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. You don't keep his holidays. You go to Christmas. You keep some other holidays. They had that before you got here, brothers and sisters. He said, I planted you a noble vine, a raw seed. How have you turned to a degenerate vine unto me? I want you to particularly listen to these next verses and see what he say to you, because he's steady asking you questions. It's like Jesus don't believe this, that he took these people out. And by the way, y'all had that calf and worship have been right in his face because y'all didn't see what y'all wanted right then and there. 31, go ahead.
O generation, see ye the word of the Lord. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are lords, we will come no more unto thee. Can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number.
He said, "O generation, see the word of the Lord. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel? Have I been a wilderness unto the black people? A land of darkness, wherefore my people say, we are Lord's." Go look at every one of Jesus's churches that they hears. Why is Reverend such and so name on it? Why is Dr. Bishop's name on it? Why is we all these having these meetings and everybody's puffed up? We all are Lord's. We will come not no unto you. He said, can a maid forget her ornaments or bride her attire? He said, no, they can't do that. A wedding is going to have her stuff with her 24 hours a day till she go up there and say, I do. But you have forgotten me days without numbers, brothers and sisters. Days without numbers. Listen to 33. Go ahead.
Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Also in thy skirts is found the blood of the souls of the poor innocents. I have not found it by secret search, but upon all these.
He said, I ain't got to try to find it by no secret search. You doing it in the open. You taught the wicked one their ways. Do you not know that we taught the wicked ones our ways so bad that every crime that you see people did, we started it first? We know, and a part of it is our survival skills. Have you noticed that we can play basketball and run and jump and teach and cook? The women look so good. We got everything going for us with all that evilness in our hearts, brothers and sisters. Have you noticed he gave you talent? You go to the job, it's all these people there, and you got to get what they call that, the affirmative action contract for you to get your job, but you're really more qualified than everybody. Have you noticed that some of the line workers have more talent than the people that are working in the stores and in the hospitals? Some of the nurses, that's one of our fields, are smarter than the doctors. Sometimes they shake their head, the doctors, but the Lord put that on you. Wow. He said, y'all have not did it in secret. Verse 35, listen to this, because this is what you say.
Yet thou sayest, because I am innocent, surely his anger shall turn from me. Behold, I will plead with thee, because thou sayest, I have not sinned. Yet thou sayest, because I'm innocent, surely his anger will turn from me. Behold, I will plead with thee, because thou hast said, I have not sinned. And when the Lord's saying that he's going to plead with you, he's not going to be coming to you, oh, my sweet baby. Lord, you are so precious unto me. His plead is talking about killing. And because the wages of sin is death. You say, have I not sinned? So if the laws were done away with, if you saved by grace, that you will be thinking this. I ain't sinned. The law's done away with. I'm innocent. He ain't got the Lord. I'm all good with my Father. He's my personal Savior. I'm blessed and highly favored. Brothers and sisters, you got to get out of madness. You got to get out of madness, because this is why it's like this, and you can't tell what's going on. We try to tell you something, you say, no, that ain't it. Here go another one. Go back to Isaiah 5. I want y'all to hear this, because everybody say that Satan is down there barbecuing people in hell. We're going to learn what hell really is. And who's doing it to you, who's causing you to hell. Start at verse 11. When you get there, go ahead, brother. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them. And the harp, and the viol, and the tabret, and pipe, and wine are in their feast, but they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider the operation of his hands. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink and then continue into the night until wine inflame them. And the harp and the viol and the tabret and the pipe and the wine is in their feast. They regard not the work of the Lord, neither to consider the operation of his hands. You don't know that's you? Then why is all these parties happening around the world like this, but Puffy's parties is on your mind, and on there they put him in life in jail, a billionaire that's doing the same thing with consent of other people?
This is the Lord saying this to his people is doing this. Don't they wake up in the morning and then rise up early in the morning that drink may take them and they partying and the harping and wine is in their feast? Ain't TD Jakes and them in there partying with Puppy and them doing this? You all can't see the operation of his hands? He's telling you this. Listen at this, verse 13.
Therefore, my people are gone into captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiced shall descend into it.
Brothers and sisters, he said, therefore my people are gone into captivity. What other people that's been taken across the world in every land that's in captivity from that vine that he bought them out of Egypt? They're famished, they're dried up with thirst. And he said, hell have enlarged herself. He ain't talking about the one that you think Satan down there pitchforking with people with. He talking about the ones that can't pay their bills. He's talking about the ones that got to choose their senior citizens from their medical or their social security or their rent. He talking about that hell. He talking about the school fees that you got to pay for your kids while everybody else doing it. You got to see if I'm going to get the car fixed so you can get them there. Talking about the ones that's been all their life, ain't never had a car, they got to ride the bus. That's hell, brothers and sisters. And he said, you've been there because you have no knowledge. You won't listen to people like me. You won't listen to people like me. You sit there and watch their movies and you watch Charlton Heston cross the Red Sea. And then you watch the movie with these black folks in there that look just like the Egyptians. In fact, let me show you real quick. You won't be able to see it TikTok, but these folks can see it. I want you to see how this looks. Well, something. Oh, there we go. It won't let me show it. My hand is all the way up there too big. 1 second. I want you to see how the people looked over in Egypt, brothers and sisters. Can't make this up. So this is how the people looked over in Egypt in slavery. What do they look like? Do they look like Charlton Heston? I got a picture on the wall for you on TikTok for you all to see. You can't see it, but this is how the slavery look in the people in Egypt. What colors are those people? They're all the same color, and they're one color. That's the ones that look like him, where Jesus had to go and hide there amongst those people. Paul got mistaken for one of them. Moses was down in there, but yet the people on the west side of Chicago or on the south side of Atlanta cannot associate them with them. It makes no sense. Go back to the story. Where we at, brother? We was in Ezekiel. So we was in our land, right? So I want to take you now back to show you, because we always blaming everything on everybody else. So I want to take you down to Hosea. So show you how you was in your land. He said you got sent into captivity because you have no knowledge. You have no knowledge. Hosea 4, start at verse 1. When you get there, go ahead, 1 and 2.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood.
He said he's got a controversy in the land against you. Oh, wait a minute, wait. The Lord said there's a controversy in the land against you because you have no knowledge. By swearing and killing and lying and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood, brothers and sisters. So my people were in the knowledge because you don't have no knowledge and you went into captivity. Let's see who all he took in captivity. Verse 5.
Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children.
Therefore, ye shall fall in the day, and the prophet shall also fall within the night, and I will destroy your mother. The mother is the nation. And he said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Why? Because y'all reject knowledge. So I will also reject thee. Brothers and sisters, you black, that's not a religion. You are a Hebrew Israelite. That's no, I don't want to hear that mess. You reject it, but then you cry when they get your kids at school. Then you cry when you get robbed, when you can't pay your bills and your lights off. You praying to the same God who you rejected. So I suggest that you listen to what we're saying and come to the place, the Israel of God. We got them all over the country. Look it up, the Israel of God. It says, I will forget thy children, brothers and sisters. So let's go to make further proofs. I want to speed it up a little bit because I ain't got too much more to go, but it gets so nasty here. I want you all to see it. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32. So you can hear what this Lord is saying. Deuteronomy 32. And when you get to verse 8, go ahead, brother.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Brothers and sisters, the Lord said he set the boundaries of time, 12 hours in the day, times 2. The children of Israel, he did that for. He said that 12 months in a year. He did that for the children of Israel. So that means them black slaves and all those people that's all across the world, the loved him so much, he set the boundaries of time around you. And yet still you don't come to him. You want to go and sit in a church on a Sunday when he told you what day to go. Verse 9.
Verse 10.
Verse 10, go ahead.
He found him in the desert land and in the waste howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. As an eagle stirreth up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings.
The Lord said, he found them a desert land over in Egypt, the waste howlings wilderness. He led them and he instructed them and he kept them as the apple of his eye. He bared them on wings like eagles. The Lord did this. Read verse 12. Go ahead.
So the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him.
It says, so the Lord alone did lead them, and there was no strange God with them. And so when they say that, they go in Isaiah 45 and they hear him say, I alone did this. This Jesus saying the same thing. The Lord did lead him. There was no other gods with him. Because he's talking about y'all idol worship. You love to worship idols. Drop down to verse 15 and go ahead.
But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. They proved him to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations provoked they him to anger.
He said they waxed fat and kicked. That means them gold chains and stuff went to your head, brothers and sisters. It said God which made them, and y'all esteem him lightly. You gave us what we wanted. Don't y'all make the song when Scarface them say, I got what I wanted. She did this so you can have her. Don't they say that? As soon as we get our money, we could be going on a business venture with a best friend. And all of a sudden, as soon as the business deal come over, one of them say, man, I got to let you go, dog. That's how we do. It said they provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. And abominations, they provoked him to the anger. What did they do when they did that? 17, go ahead.
They sacrificed unto devils, not to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begot thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten God that formed thee.
He said that you all got newly gods that just came up. He don't know nothing about these guys, brothers and sisters. Where is these guys that come from? Don't you know that everything they got a God associated with it? You never thought of you go look up Sunday. It is Sun's day, the worship of the sun, brothers and sisters. He said these are new gods. Newly came up where your father didn't fear the sun at first. The father didn't get mad on the son's birthday and start putting pressure on everybody in the family to buy their kids gifts on December 25th because of this. Your fathers didn't do that. 18. I mean, what's that? 19? 19. Go ahead.
And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are a very forward generation, children in whom is no faith.
The Lord said, and when the Lord saw this, he abhorred them. I hate these people because the provoking of his sons and daughters. You taking them to Easter pageants. You taking them to Halloween costumes, and you dressing up like you a goddess or a preacher or something, and prostitutes and devils and goblins, and think God got something to do with it and he's happy. He said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. They are a very forward generation. Children, there's no faith. The kids in our families do not believe in God, brothers and sisters. He's telling you what your end be. We in the end now. If you ever want to be in the Bible days, guess what? You are smack dead in them. You're smack dead in them, and your faith is what you say you got. Oh, I'm saved by faith, and he's saying you ain't got none. So this is what y'all did. So in verse 21, go ahead.
They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with the foolish nation.
So, brothers and sisters, he said this right here. They have moved me to jealousy, which is not God. I'm not in there on Sundays. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, things that don't matter. They keep it Christmas. They substitute my Passover and they say some eggs and Easter eggs and have egg hunts. I will move them to jealousy with those that are not a people. That means he gonna put you in every other nation. They're not a people. They everybody. You over in Saudi Arabia, India, China, North Korea. Look it up. You everywhere, brothers and sisters. He said, I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation, brothers and sisters. They have moved me to jealousy of that which is not God. Wow, no faith. Did you read 21?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go over to Romans and see some more of this jealousy. Romans 11. Romans 11. To see the nation that he's talking about that he moves you to. So the Old Testament is the whole story. From Genesis to Malachi is the Bible. When Jesus walked the earth, there was no New Testament. He read out of the Old Testament, brothers and sisters. That's what you all got to know. And so when they talking about we taking it out of context, we doing the same thing that Paul was doing. Paul is only quoting what he read out of the Old Testament. How could you say he got rid of the law and they didn't have nothing but the Old Testament? So he said he's going to send you and provoke you to jealousy with a foolish nation, right? Pick it up at verse 1. Go ahead, listen at this.
I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. God hath not cast away his people which he foreknew. What ye not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession with God against Israel, saying.
Brothers and sisters, the Lord saying that Paul actually, he's telling some people, Have the Lord cast away his people? He said, God forbid. I'm the one teaching you guys. I'm also an Israelite. I am not the Paul that you got you thinking with the little flower on his head, him and Peter. He said, I am also an Israelite from the seed of Benjamin, of the tribe of Benjamin. He knew where he was from. We don't know where he from. He said, God have not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Did you know what Elijah said? He said he made an intercession of God against Israel. What did they say? Verse 3.
Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. But what saith the answer of God unto him? Reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
He said he thought he was alone. Lord, they have killed thy prophets. Y'all doing the same thing right now. They have killed thy own prophets. They've dug down their altars. I'm left alone. And God said, I have reserved 7,000 men. That's a lot of men back in that time who never bowed to the image of Baal. That same one that you all bow to right now, with the one that they got up sitting up with a white image with the same crown on his head. Y'all bow down to that image right now. I used to bow down to it. I ain't mad at you. Because as long as I thought he was, I didn't care about his color. I loved him. It was not an issue. But when this book says that I am black, you need to know that. So that you don't keep bowing down to the image of Baal. Verse 5.
Even so, then, at this present time, also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
There's a remnant right now, even so at this time. Verse 7, go ahead.
What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
What then? Israel have not attained what they seeking for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. The election is the people like me, brothers and sisters, who's trying to let you see it. The Lord is calling and trying to wake you up at this time. And not just so you can say that we got this pride that we the people of God. We got to show all his other people. This is not written for us to say, oh, we the chosen people and do nothing. No, we the chosen people that are priests to bring all his brothers and his kids back to him. He said, you ain't obtaining what you seek for, and it's blind. If you are an Israelite and you don't know it, this tells you right here, the Israelites are blinded in these days, brothers and sisters. Not all of them, though. Some of us see everything. So we just listen. And when you tell us, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, we just say, that's your problem, because you have no idea about the lake of fire. These other folks did not tell you about it. We're here to warn you. Verse, what are you at, 9?
9.
Read 9. Listen to what David said to you because y'all behaving right now. Verse 9, go ahead.
And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
So listen to what David said. Let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always. How many jobs single mothers got to have? How many single mothers that got no fathers in the house because they in jail? You can read Isaiah 42. He said, I did that to them. Let their eyes be darkened. I'm telling you, oh, you are Israelite, and you need to start doing what the Lord said by keeping and stopping the commandments. Your eyes are darkened. You can't see it, brothers and sisters. You cannot see it. Let their eyes be darkened. This is what David's saying because of your behavior. But listen to what they are saying, because we told you in that last verse, we said he's going to provoke you to jealousy with a foolish nation. Read verse 11.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid. But rather, through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy.
Brothers and sisters, that he just said, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? So we blind, but they're going to wake up, brothers and sisters. And all the people that don't believe this is going to be ashamed. It says this in the page of this Bible. I can read that to you. It said, God forbid. Rather, through their fall, salvation has come unto the Gentiles. You're in slavery into the Gentiles and all of their lands. And it said it was did what? To provoke you from jealousy. So you don't have to be Christ, say what the white man did this. No, the God turned you over there so you can be jealous, keep his laws and commandments, because then you'll find his sanctuary. Then you'll understand what mercy is. Then you will receive grace, brothers and sisters. Let's go back to Deuteronomy real quick. Let's go back to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 32. We was right there. We're gonna go back right here. Verse 23. When you get there, 32:23, go ahead and read it.
I will heap mischiefs upon them. I will spin mine arrows upon them. They shall be burnt with hunger and devoured with burning heat. And with bitter destruction, I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, with the poison of serpents of the dust.
Brothers and sisters, he said, I will heap mischiefs upon them. I will spin my arrows on them. They shall be burnt with hunger and devoured with burning heat and with bitter destruction. I will also send teeth of beasts upon them with the poison serpents of the dust. This is the Lord saying he's going to do this to you, brothers and sisters. Read 25. I ain't got that on it, but read 25 because listen at this. Go ahead.
The sword without and terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, the suckling also, with the man of gray hairs.
He said, the sword without and the terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin and the suckling also of the man with gray hairs. So if you old and you an Israelite, you ain't follow God's laws, do you see what the police are doing to your community, brothers and sisters out there? Do you see that they have no care? None whatsoever. Read verse 26 and listen to what he said. Go ahead.
I said, I will scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
I said I will scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. You think that God that you saying got the power to do that? Nobody remembers who you are. They ask you what you are as a black person. The first thing you're going to say is I'm an African American. It's 54 countries in on that continent. Then they're going to tell you that you're an American. I'm from North America. That's continents is a whole nother hemisphere. Then on your birth certificate, at one time it's going to say Negro. Then it's going to say colored. Then it's going to say black, Afro-American, non-Hispanic. I was scatter them in corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. He's done this, brothers and sisters. You don't know who you are. You have no clue to who you are. And you're going to get mad when somebody try to tell you. Drop down to verse 28.
For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end.
For they are a nation void of counseling. There's no understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. What is he saying, brothers and sisters? He's saying that why is so many black people dying to Muslims when the Saharan slave trade, when they enslaved you, they killed 100 and some million of you. And you saying, assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, like this to this thing, and you're a Muslim and you're doing this. That's why I don't argue with prophets like God logic then, because they are Israelites, but they are telling you about the Muslim, the faith. There's no fruit in it. You're the only people saying that you don't understand your latter end, brothers and sisters. You don't understand your latter end. He said, oh, if they were wise, who are y'all counselors? Every time you get a counselor, they kill them. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Khalid Muhammad. You got even the white guy named John the Baptist. They killed him for trying to help you because he said they don't stood in my counsel, not nobody else's, brothers and sisters. What we at 30?
Yep.
Go ahead.
How should one chase 1,000 to put and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock has sold them, and the Lord has shut them up?
It said, how would one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock has sold them and the Lord has shut them up? I used to always watch those movies like Roots, and I see one white man holding a gun and 5,000 black strong men, muscles everywhere bulging out, and one white man and his little daughter sit right there and control them all. Because the Lord said he sold them and ain't nothing you can do. Harriet Tubman moved somebody from the south side to the west side, and they said she's out of slavery. Nothing against you. Everywhere you go, he said that you're going to be in slavery. Had he got you, she got you off the American continent, took you to Jamaica, you still slave. Had she took you from there and put her railroad and took you to Europe, you still slave. Brothers and sisters, why? Verse 32, listen to this.
For their vine is the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter.
For their vine is the vine of Sodom, and the fields of Gomorrah, their grapes of gall, and their clusters are bitter. Brothers and sisters, he said that I bought this vine out of Egypt. We still on that same people. We know that's the men of Israel. He said y'all vine is like Sodom. What do Sodoms do, brothers and sisters? Do you see that? Do you remember the red dress run that they just had in New Orleans, someplace, brothers and sisters? Do you remember it? Let's go over to Ezekiel and let's hear a little bit more about yourself. Ezekiel 20. He said, you hide it not from them. Woo! Pick it up at verse 1 and go ahead, read all 5 of them.
And it came to pass in the 7th year, in the 5th month, the 10th day of the month, that certain of the elders of Israel came to inquire of the Lord and sat before me. Then came the word of the Lord unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto the elders of Israel, and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Are ye come to inquire of me? As I live, saith the Lord God, I will not be inquired of by you. Wilt thou judge them, son of man? Wilt thou judge them? Cause them to know the abomination of their fathers. And I say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, in the day when I choose Israel, when I chose Israel, I lifted up my hand unto the seed of the house of Jacob, and made myself known unto them in the land of Egypt. When I lifted up mine hand unto them, saying, I am the Lord your God.
He said, Son of man, speak to these people. Because he said, will I be inquired of by you? So all the people that's sitting there with our lights off and stuff, you praying to God, he said, I don't even hear you. So I made myself known to you and your fathers in Egypt, and the abomination of your hands was just absolutely unbelievable. Verse 7, go ahead.
Then said I unto them, Cast ye away every man the abominations of his eyes, and defile not yourselves with the idols of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. But they rebelled against me, and would not hearken unto me. They did not every man cast away the abomination of their eyes, neither did they forsake the idols of Egypt. Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them, to accomplish my anger against them in the midst of the land of Egypt.
He said that y'all was making gods and stuff when he was in Egypt right before his eyes, brothers and sisters. He said y'all rebelled against him. He said you would not listen to him. What group of people right now that would not listen to us? Pull up your pants, Johnny. And he walking outside, his pants all the way down to the ground, to his knees. So much so that the other people that's selling you the stuff, they started making them with them sagging, so because you're going to rebel like that. He said, I will pour out my fury and accomplish my anger against him in the land of Egypt, but he didn't do it. Why? Verse 9.
But I wrought for my name's sake that it should not be polluted before the heathen, among whom they were, in whose sight I made myself known unto them, in bringing them forth out of the land of Egypt. Wherefore I caused them to go forth out of the land of Egypt, and brought them into the wilderness.
He said, I didn't want to do it for my own name's sake. I didn't save you for this. I was going to kill you. You wouldn't be here. But he said, for my own name's sake, because one of Jesus' names is Israel. That's how you got it. You wouldn't do the Deuteronomy, found out that your name is Israel. Then you said, no, Yahweh. That's one of his names, brothers and sisters. He said, wherefore I called them to go forth out of the land of Egypt and brought them into the wilderness. What did he give them? Verse 11.
And I gave them my statutes and showed them my judgments, which of a man do, he shall even live in them. Moreover, I gave them my Sabbaths to be a sign between me and them, that they might know that I am the Lord that sanctified them.
He said, I gave them my statutes. I showed them my judgment, which if a man do, they should even live in them. I also gave them my Sabbath, a sign between me and them. And it said they might know that I am the Lord. That's where everybody say, oh, he gave that to Israel. He gave it to you in front of all the nations so that they can see you doing it. Because it was always strangers, Gentiles, Africans, everybody that was around Israel, brothers and sisters. He said, I gave them my Sabbath. What did they do? 13.
But the house of Israel rebelled against me in the wilderness. They walked not in my statutes, and they despised my judgments. Even if a man do, he shall even live in them. And my Sabbaths they greatly polluted. And then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them in the wilderness to consume them.
But the house of Israel rebelled against me in the wilderness, against my Sabbath. They hated my Sabbath. I tell you, brothers and sisters, you got to keep the Sabbath. That's the 7th day of the week, brothers and sisters. But you say, no, the first day of the week. That was for Israel. That was for the Jews. I tell you a little secret. They don't like Jesus. They don't even say his name. You go to jail if you say Jesus' name over where the children of Israel are supposed to be at. Why is that, brothers and sisters? It said, I gave them my Sabbaths in the house of Israel and rebelled against them. But for his name's sake, verse 14, what did he do?
But I wrought for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted before the heathen, in whose sight I brought them out.
He said he brought you out of Egypt, and he didn't want his name polluted. That's why you here in America right now, brothers and sisters. Because only because of his name, say, not for none you did. That's grace. Verse 18, listen to this.
But I said unto their children in the wilderness, walk ye not in the statutes of your fathers, neither observe their judgments, nor defile yourselves with their idols.
He said, but I said unto their children in the wilderness, walk ye not in the statutes of your fathers, neither observe their judgments, nor defile yourself with their idols. Brothers and sisters, he killed everybody, all of your ancestors, up until the age of 20. Everybody 20 and under, he let go into the land, but he killed all of them. Hundreds of thousands of them never made it out of the wilderness. And you got to go back to the wilderness again, brothers and sisters. You got to go back to the wilderness. He said, if he did that, you need to remember that. He tell you that in Hebrews 4. Go back to the wilderness. 18, go down to 21. Go ahead.
Notwithstanding, the children rebelled against me. They walked not in my statutes, neither kept my judgments to do them, which if a man do, he shall even live in them. They polluted my Sabbaths. Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them to accomplish my anger against them in the wilderness.
Brothers and sisters, go ahead.
Nevertheless, I withdrew mine hand and wrought for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted in the sight of the heathen, in whose sight I brought them forth.
He said, notwithstanding, even the children rebelled against me. They walked not in my statutes. They didn't keep my judgments. And he keeps saying, if you keep my statutes and commandments, you will live. In the latter end, you will live. He said, they polluted my Sabbath. Your kids don't know nothing about the Sabbath. And Isaiah over there 51, he tell you that your kids are on the corner like wild bulls in the net. He said, nevertheless, I withdrew my hand for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted in the sight of the nations. Brothers and sisters, 23, go ahead.
I lifted up my hand unto them also in the wilderness, that I would scatter them among the heathen and disperse them through the countries, because they had not executed my judgments, but had despised my statutes and had polluted my Sabbaths, for their eyes were after their father's idols.
You're doing the same thing your daddy did. He said, I lifted up my hand to them in the wilderness, and then I said that I would scatter them among the nations and disperse them throughout the countries. You are in that place right now, brothers and sisters. He said, because you not execute his judgment, you didn't despise his statutes, you polluted his Sabbaths, and your eyes was just like your daddy's. You never seen him, but yet you just like them. 30.
Wherefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord God, are ye polluted after the manner of your fathers, and commit ye whoredoms after their abominations? For when ye offer your gifts, when ye make your sons to pass through the fire, ye pollute yourselves with all your idols, even unto this day. And shall I be inquired of by you, O house of Israel? As I live, saith the Lord God, I will not be inquired of by you.
He said, you continue this stuff to this day after the manner of your fathers. He said, when you offer your gifts, when you make your sons pass through the fire and pollute with his idols, even unto this day, he says, I shall not be inquired by you. So you just heard, brothers and sisters, why so many people that think they're doing right, going to church on Sunday, so prayerful, that he said, I will not even hear your prayers. Because you don't even know who the rock that brought you out of here. And then he killed a lot of people for you, brothers and sisters. And he said you can't even hear it. Let's go over to Hosea 8. We got about 3 more places to go. We're going to do some reading, because I want you to hear your pedigree. Hosea 8.
Hosea 8?
Yep. Hosea 4, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Verse 8. Go ahead. Listen at this.
They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity. And there shall be like people, like priests, and I will punish them for their ways and reward them their doings.
He said that they sin of his people, and they got their mind set on evil. Carjackings, stealing stuff off credit cards. They cut the snap off. You say you going in the store and rob them anyway, and did it. You say they did it. They got guys on the Instagram and all on the thing saying, you want to take our stuff, talking about Trump, putting meat all in their jackets. Say, this is what we do. This is these people, brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
For they shall eat and not have enough. They shall commit whoredom and shall not increase, because they have left off to take heed to the Lord. Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart.
He said, you shall eat and shall not have enough. You're going to commit whoredom. You're going to go to church on Sunday. And the different churches is Episcopalian, Buddha. You got Pentecostal. You got Baptist, Southern Baptist, Seventh-day Adventists. All of them, he's saying out there 28, they're all Islamic, brothers and sisters. Go ahead. What we at 12?
12.
Go ahead.
My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declare unto them. For the spirit of whoredoms have caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God. They sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains, and burn incense upon the hills, under oaks and poplars and elms, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery.
He said, you sacrifice at the top of the mountains. That means on the top of the mountains, you go there to them churches on the corners in every spot in your neighborhood. He said, you go there and you sacrifice under them big old trees and them big designs they got. You shall commit whoredom. And guess what he said? your wives and your spouse is going to commit whoredom. In what place or what church do they got the preacher? They got a reputation of sleeping with everybody. I'll wait, Israelites. He said they are going to do this to you. And he did it. Verse 14, go ahead.
I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery. For themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore, the people that does not understand shall fall. Though
Right.
thou, Israel, play the harlot, yet let not Judah offend, and come not ye unto Gilgal. Neither go ye up to Bethaven, nor swear, the Lord liveth.
Read 16, go ahead.
For Israel slideth back as a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a large place.
So he said that you slid back, for Israel slided back like a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a large place, brothers and sisters. We want to get down to the nitty gritty. That's why I speeded this up. I want you to hear. Go over to Ezekiel 16, because he said you sacrifice in the tops of the mountains. You burn incense upon the hills. Ezekiel 16, because I want you to hear this, because this is real nasty, what the Lord said that you are doing. And I want you to say it ain't so. Ezekiel 16, start at verse 20. When you get there, go ahead, my brother.
Moreover, thou hast taken thy sons and thy daughters, whom thou hast borne unto me, and these have thou sacrificed unto them to be devoured. This is of thy whoredoms a small matter, that thou hast slain my children and delivered them to cause them to pass through the fire for them.
He said, moreover, y'all taking our sons and daughters and y'all born and y'all sacrifice to them. And he says, this whoredom a small matter. And look at, he said, but I want y'all to see it gets worse. Verse 22, go ahead.
And in all thine abomination and thy whoredoms, thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth, when thou wast naked and bare, and was polluted in thy blood. And it came to pass after all thy wickedness, woe, woe unto thee, saith the Lord God.
He said, y'all already doing bad. He said, woe, woe, woe unto thee, saith the Lord. You know what woe means? You sit in your car, somebody come up with a gun, and you say, whoa. So the Lord saying that to you, whoa, whoa, whoa. It says slow, but the magnifications around that is unbelievable. Woe, woe unto thee. And look at what you did after this. 24.
That thou hast also built unto thee an eminent place, that has made thee an high place in every street. Thou hast built thy high place at every head of the way, and hast made thy beauty to be abhorred, and hast opened thy feet to every one that passeth by, and multiplied thy whoredoms.
He said, thou hast also built thee an eminent place, and has made thee a high place in every street. Thou hast built a high place at every head of the way, and has made thy beauty to be abhorred, and thou opened thy feet to everyone that passed it by, and multiplied their whoredoms. Go in your towns, brothers and sisters, on TikTok. In any city here in Chicago, I was on the Dan Ryan Expressway, and I decided to count the churches on corner. I looked to the left side, and before I got to downtown, back to the southern part, I counted 79 churches on this side alone. That's just on the corner that you can see, but they're on every corner. He said, you got them on every corner. You got these whorehouses. What do they need all these places for? And none of them talking about God. He go on the Sabbath day. They got whorehouses on the corner on Sunday. Verse 25. Did I read that?
Yeah, we on 30.
We're on 30. Listen to what he said, because he don't like that when you did it. Verse 30.
Oh, wait, did I read 20? Yeah, I read 25. Yep, 30. How weak is thine heart, saith the Lord God, seeing thou doest all these things, the work of an imperious, whorish woman. And thou biddest thine eminent place in the head of every way, and makest thine high place in every street, and has not been as an harlot in that thou scornest higher.
He said, how weak is your heart, Israel? How weak is your heart, black and comely people that look like me? God saying that y'all do all these things like an imperious horse woman, and that y'all build an eminent place on every head of the way. It has made that's a harlot, and the scorn is for hire. They build and market to you because they love churches, brothers and sisters. This was written so many thousand years ago. There were no street corners. Do you realize that?
Mm.
There was no street corners when he said you was going to have your legs spread to every other religion like Episcopalian. He said on every head of the way, you have built a house, the children of Israel. Now tell me what nation got more liquor stores and churches on every corner? And if you can show me another nation, I sign off and won't open my mouth no more. But until then, verse 32, go ahead.
But as a wife that committeth adultery would take of strangers instead of her husband, they give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gift to all thy lovers, and hirest them, that they may come unto thee on every side for thy whoredom.
So they say that you give gifts to all of your lovers. That means, in the black community, they give tithe money. It's over $1-2 billion a year. They go in tithe money in y'all neighborhoods. Look the way they do, brothers and sisters.
Mm.
He said you give a gift and you got no reward given to thee. The reward would be that if the pastor was teaching, he should get paid his 10%. But he should tell you, no, we're here on the wrong day, brothers and sisters. But if I tell you that you're going to brothers and sisters, you're not going to give me that. Let's go over there. We got 2 more spots, and they so nasty. I'm going to let him read Lamentations, and then the last one, I'm going to let him take it all out. Lamentations 2, just back up. That's Jesus lamenting against y'all. Lamentations 2, 1-9. Go ahead.
How hath the Lord covered in the daughter of Zion with the cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remember not his footstool in the day of his anger. The Lord hath swallowed up all the habitations of Jacob, and have not pitied. He have thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He have brought them down to the ground. He have polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof.
Hold on. He said, how have the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remember not his footstool in the day of his anger? He said, the Lord has swallowed up the habitations of Jacob and have not pity. Black people, there no pity on you. He have thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He have brought them down to the ground. He had polluted the kingdom of the princes. You were princes, but now you got your pants hanging down on the corner. They even made a song down it, looking like a fool with my pants hanging down, and we loved it. Verse 3, go ahead.
He have cut off in his fierce anger all the horn of Israel. He have drawn back his right hand from before the enemy, and have burned against Jacob like a flaming fire, which devoureth round about. He have bent his bow like an enemy. He stood with his right hand as an adversary, and slew all that were pleasant to the eye in the tabernacle of the daughter of Zion. He
said that he had cut off in his fierce anger all the horns of Israel. He drawn back his hand from the enemy, and he had burned against Jacob like a flaming fire, everybody around about. He like this. If the Lord got his hands on somebody coming to get you, he move out the way, and they running towards you to tear you up. Verse 5, go ahead.
The Lord was as an enemy. He hath swallowed up Israel. He hath swallowed up all her palaces. He hath destroyed his strongholds, and have increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation. He hath violently taken away his tabernacle, as if it were of a garden. He hath destroyed his places of the assembly. The Lord hath caused the solemn feasts and Sabbaths to be forgotten in Zion, and have despised in the indignation of his anger in the king and the priest.
He said that he violently taken away his tabernacle, his church. If it were a God, he had destroyed his places of assembly. So you ain't in the synagogues no more. You in the church. He said the Lord would call the solemn feast. That's the Pentecost. That is the unleavened bread. That is the end gathering, tabernacles, all his feasts that he got in Leviticus 23. You don't know nothing about them. You forgot his Sabbath because you got a church on every corner. He said he called you forget that. And he said that he, in his indignation, is king and the priest he destroyed. Verse 7, go ahead.
The Lord hath cast off his altar. He hath abhorred his sanctuary. He hath given up into the hand of the enemy the walls of her palaces. They have made a noise in the house of the Lord, as in the day of a solemn feast. The Lord hath proposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He hath stretched out a line. He hath not withdrawn his hand from destroying. Therefore he made the rampart and the wall to lament. They languish together.
He said the Lord cast off his altar. He abhorred his church, us. He had given them into the hand of the enemy. He said they made a noise in the Lord's silent feast. He ain't even listening. He said the Lord has purposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He has stretched out his line. He have not drawn his hand from destroying you. He's still doing it. Your kids getting killed in cars. They going to jail. He said, therefore, he made no wall and nobody language. But look at what he said. Verse 9.
Her gates are sunk into the ground. He hath destroyed and broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Lord.
He said that her gates are sunk into the ground. He hath destroyed and broken her bars. Her kings and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision. Do that sound for brother? You can't make this up, brothers and sisters. So the people that's the children of Israel, they got pastors going in there on Sunday. They're really kings and priests, but they find no vision from the Lord. The Lord told me that those bills are going to get paid. Jump out of those bills. But you're among the Gentiles. He said you are among the Gentiles, and you got Gentile apologetics saying that the church came to them. That's how bad you don't know. So how can a black man be a Gentile? If you go to the Genesis 10, they are the sons of Jacob. He cannot be a Gentile. So in the interest of time, I'm going to read this last verse because I want to read it straight through so everybody can hear, so I can get up under this time limit. So we're going to go to Lamentations 1, brothers and sisters. I'm going to read it straight through. How doth a city sit solitary that was full of people? How is she become as a widow? She that was great among the nations and princes among the province, how is she become tributary? She weepeth sore in the night, and her tears are on her cheeks. Among all her lovers, she have none to comfort her. All her friends have dealt treacherously with her. They are become her enemy. Judah is gone into captivity because of affliction, and because of great servitude, she dwelleth among the heathens. She find no rest. All her persecutors took her between the straits. The ways of Zion do mourn because of the solemn feast. All of her gates are desolate. Her priests sigh. Her virgins are afflicted. She is in bitterness. Her adversaries are the chief. Her enemies prosper. For the Lord, not a white man, for the Lord, not nobody else, have afflicted her for her multitude of her transgressions. Her children are going into captivity for the enemy. They sent you over here on ships, and the babies are with us. And from the daughter of Zion, all of her beauty is departed. Remember how beautiful he said you looked when he put his skirt on you? Her princes are become like hearts that find no pleasure. They parting with puffing. They are gone without strength before the pursuer. Jerusalem remembered in the days of her affliction all her miseries, all her pleasant things that she had in the days of old. We used to have our own land, gold necklaces. You don't know where you're from now. When her people fell into the hand of the enemy and none did help her, the adversaries saw her and they mocked at her Sabbath. We tell you that you got to go to Sabbath. Don't you know the Gentiles tell you right away, oh, the Lord did everything for me. Yeah, your Lord did. The other Jesus, Satan, his day is Sunday, the God of this world. Jerusalem has grievously sinned, therefore she is removed. All that honor her despise her because they have seen her nakedness. Yeah, she sighed and none turn it backward. Her filthiness is in her skirts. She remembered not her last end. Guess what? Therefore she came down wonderfully. She had no comforter. Oh Lord, behold my affliction, for the enemy have magnified himself. George Floyd and them getting killed in the streets. That's what that's like. The adversary has spread out his hand upon all her present things. She has seen that enter the sanctuary and is not commanded they should not enter the congregation. All her people sigh. Lord, have mercy. They seek bread. Can you go to the food bread line? They have given her pleasant things meant to relieve the soul. Oh Lord, and consider, for I have become vile. Is it nothing to you, all ye that pass by? Behold and see if there will be any sorrow like unto my sorrow, which is done unto me, wherewith the Lord had afflicted me in the day of his fierce anger. That is the Father Jesus talking about how the Lord did him, because he said it pleased him to bruise him. From above, he sent fire into my bones. This is Jesus. And it prevailed against them. And he has spread a net for my feet. He had turned me back. He had made me desolate and faint all the day. The yoke of my transgression is bound by his hand. They are wreathed and come up upon my neck. He hath made my strength to fall. The Lord hath delivered me into their hands, from whom I am not able to rise up. The Lord hath trodden under feet all the mighty men in the midst of me. He hath called an assembly against me to crush my young men. The Lord hath trodden down the virgins and the daughter of Judah as in a wine press. Remember that word, because Revelation say he coming back in the ninth press. For these things I weep. My eye runneth down with water, because the comforter that shall relieve my soul is far from me. My children are desolate, because the enemy prevail. Zion spreadeth forth her hand, and there's none to comfort her. The Lord hath commanded concerning Jacob that his adversaries should be round about him. Jerusalem is as a mistress woman among them. That means we bleed and travailing all the time, brothers and sisters. But guess what? The last verse. The Lord is righteous, for I have rebelled against his commandment. Hear, I pray you, all people, and behold my sorrow. My virgins and my young men are gone into captivity. So, brothers and sisters, I hope you got some edification for what I tried to bring to you today. Now, I'm going to end the show so I can save my time. Right on time. Stay right there, brothers.